Securitization is an illegal borrowing. It doesn't matter the kind of defense you put forth as the officials from the National Treasury. The country cannot have separate books of recording debt. So many Kenyans who have masters, what I can say about that is that I am particularly very happy and excited to have gained the kind of knowledge I have gained, the breadth and depth when it comes to economic matters. And as I keep saying, one of the issues that we have to be aware of as a country is that whatever we do in whichever sector, the economy of Kenya is the one that determines how the future of our country is. And therefore, one of the issues I've been talking about, and I want to repeat, is the issue about the appetite of debt in our country. The appetite of debt is too high. The appetite of odious borrowing is too high. We need to lower our appetite of borrowing so that we can guarantee Kenya currently and Kenya in the future. If we continue borrowing the kind of money we are borrowing, for sure, we are digging a hole that will be dangerous for our country. And in that regard also, we have seen the Federal Reserve of the US this week have lowered what is called the Fed rate. It has ramifications in our country, Kenya, and I'm sure the Central Bank of Kenya, which has very independent people there, and especially the governor of Central Bank, I call upon them to also look at what we can do in terms of monetary easing in our country, and not just monetary easing in terms of lowering rates, but also making sure that the government is not again borrowing too much domestically, borrowing the money that would otherwise be available for the private sector. Because that is the biggest problem we have in Kenya. That even as we do monetary easing and as we lower interest rates, we are not lowering interest rates for the sake of businesses. It has been for the advantage of government borrowing. And I think that needs to stop.
Lastly, on securitization.
Of course, I keep on saying securitization is an illegal borrowing. It doesn't matter the kind of defense you put forth as the officials from the National Treasury. The country cannot have separate books of recording debt. We must always have one book of recording debt, and securitization is illegal. And for sure, at the fullness of time, this will come to haunt those who are involved. All I can say is that even those who are engaging in terms of lending through securitization, they need to know that there is no sovereign guarantee. Any change of the political arithmetic in Kenya would always mean that they are not going to be paid.